Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to publish your post on Instagram to get a lot of viral free traffic. Very easy, very simple. Let's dive in. First thing you want to do, you want to launch the Instagram app. Then you want to click on the lower center of the screen and click on the plus sign. Let's pick up a content that we want to publish. Let's pick up this picture over here. Essentially, the vibe for 2024 will be again vintage with less contrast. I would say this one looks good. Now, very important post over here will be that you want to make sure that the description matches the overall content idea and the niche down to the actual content. What am I trying to say? So for example, over here we're having the CEO of Disney. So you can say that the top title will be the boss of Disney, and underneath you can just say what movies are coming up in 2024. Now you want to make sure that you include the most relevant hashtags, which in our case will be simply Disney, right? Disney, and then Disney movie and Disney 2024. Sometimes the hashtags are not ready, but as you can see we have a bunch of Disney hashtags for 2024. Sometimes it's good even to advance to create a hashtag that later will become popular. Okay, we can also give a pro tip: make a space again, and we can actually tag Disney. Very simple, Disney Plus, because we're looking into for the movies, right? You can also tag through the option over here underneath, and we can go here and simply do Disney, and you can go through all of these. Essentially now we can add location. You can play around in Disney World and make it even more reliable. So now we can add music to our post, so we can make it even more niche down, because sometimes people are seeing content simply because the content has been using a trending sound. In our case we are going to opt in for some Disney music, Disney sound, Disney theme, right? You can just click on whatever we would like to, and all we gotta do is to press add. Now if we scroll down, essentially you can share this particular post on multiple pages if you have multiple pages. The last option that I want to share with you, which is very important, is you can actually schedule your post. If you can look at the lower side of the screen, there is an option that is called advanced settings. When you click on advanced settings, the first option in the menu will be essentially to hide likes and view count, and essentially you can scroll down and look that there are plenty of different scenarios in which you can turn off the comments. You can automatically share if you have a multi-login. This is how you structure your Instagram post, so you have the highest chance possible your post to go viral or your profile to get much more free traffic. Okay, let's say we want to do this one over here, right? As you can see, when you click on the top right corner, the three dots, you don't have any option to do anything about it. So what we can go about it, essentially, first option will be this. You want to screenshot it, right? You can screenshot it if you want to share this one. After you screenshot, okay, you want to save it. Then you want to go back, right? You saw the account. Then you want to click on add story. This is the picture, and then you want to make sure that you tag the person. You click mention, and here you tag the person. This is option number 1. If you go back, right? If you go back and again you click on the story, or the same one, right? The second option will be if you click, you can go on the actual profile of the person, and you want to look if they have the actual picture. If they have the actual picture, you can actually send this picture and add yourself to it, right? But so far, Instagram did not actually add a manual feature in which you can share other people's stories on your own. So this is how you can go about it. Screenshot the actual story, tag the right person, right? And this tag will appear as a message in the account, and most likely they're going to interact, and you can, once when you tag them, and if they see it, if they like it, right, you might actually build up even better relationship, and probably they're going to send you the original post so you can actually share even with better quality. And this is how you actually, step by step, you repost other people's story with giving them credit, of course. I want you, first thing that you want to do is to go and click on the upper left corner. You see the small live icon. Click on live and let's scroll through the businesses. As you can see over here, now people are using their regular daily lifestyle to make a lot of money on TikTok. For example, what you usually do every single day, you can simply live stream it and give tips, give your opinions, give your expectations and predictions, and simply make money. You don't have to set aside a particular day or time of your day to make a specific video and then publish it. You see, somebody anyway will be sitting at home trading stocks, looking at the charts, and they will be getting a lot of tips. They will be making a lot of money over here. As you can see, there are a lot of people engaged, 18,000 likes on this particular live stream. Just think about this. Somebody else is doing the exact same thing. So this is another validation that this obviously works. Think about it. Who will be losing their time live streaming if things are not working, if they don't make money, right? There's no point of it. If you scroll down, there are other people who are simply, live streaming the news. Imagine how amazing this is. So there are people at home who, probably retired or, they don't work. And they will be sitting at home watching TV. But instead of that, they will be home and watching somebody live streaming this. Probably they're adding some comments. They're giving different points of view. They're highlighting stuff that are not, obvious. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. All you gotta do is you gotta utilize your daily activities. Anyway, you will be waking up. Anyway, you will be scrolling through the news. Anyway, you will be trying to capitalize on the actual news or content. Why wouldn't you simply make money throughout the process by simply live streaming the process? This is what I want to highlight, guys. Nobody talks about this, okay? People are just talking about brand deals, drop shipping, stuff that they might still work, but they're oversaturated. So what you see over here is like, somebody just, they will be practicing playing the piano or playing the guitar, and they will be doing a live stream, and people will be enjoying, sending tips, probably asking questions. This is the path if you really want to sell your own educational program, because now you live stream every day. People see that you're actually doing stuff, the business, and they can actually trust you and buy the whole program or course from you. Then you want to go on the lower right side where it says your profile. You click on your profile, and then you want to head to the top right corner where you have the 3 straight lines. You click on the 3 straight lines, and then you want to click on settings and privacy, the last option. When you're at settings and privacy, you want to scroll all the way down to report a problem, okay? This is very important. And don't lose your time going through different topics, because this will not let you submit anything. This is simple Q&A, questions and answers over here. You're not gonna find your answer. Even if you click on the live option, I guarantee you will not find any good reply or solution of your issue. What you want to do, you want to click on the last option, which is submit a report. You want to submit a personal report, and you want to type in this report, this is what I prepare for you. Check out this very, very cool message, very warm, that will simply make them to let you have this function. This is a very nice message. Hi there, I was wondering why I cannot go live on TikTok. My followers are really looking for my live stream. Currently you're streaming, currently you have to change this one. Currently I am streaming on other platforms, and you want to make sure, yes, I'm streaming on other social medias, but my main focus is TikTok, okay? you want to make sure that you let them know that you have a bunch of followers in community already built up on other social media platforms. You cannot tell them that you have a bunch of followers here on TikTok because you don't have 1000 followers here, right? Otherwise, you're not going to be looking the ways to get the live function on your profile. So you want to let them know that you have a bunch of followers, you have a large community within the other social medias. You can mention YouTube, you can mention Instagram, and you can let them know that you want to grow on TikTok, but you only do live streams, you don't do posts or other stuff, right? So this will let them know that this is the only way for you to bring your audience on the platform. You can copy this message, you can customize it. In my opinion, at the social media where you have the largest audience, you can actually include the number of hours or the engagement rates or the conversions. So this will simply help you to build up even stronger case. And from my experience, I've seen majority of the people, I would say 70 to 80% of the people who submitted a message similar like this, not the same exact one, because like I said, you have to customize the solution with your own situation. They simply receive the function even without 1000 followers. So this is how we're gonna go about this, guys. For more tips and tricks, subscribe and follow for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to save your TikTok video as a draft in the gallery without posting. First of all, let's launch the TikTok app. First of all, let's select what we want to post. We want to click on this one. Let's click on, for example, this white. You want to click next. And right over here, right before you actually post or start typing or creating anything else, you can actually do it, right? If you're sure that in the future you're gonna publish, you can actually input everything, your location, right? The hashtags and all the info, blah, 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 right? You can do all that at once. You can tag people, but then at the last step, you don't wanna hit post, but instead you wanna hit drafts.
Achieve your goals.
When you click that, you automatically will have this saved as a draft, and your draft will appear over here, right? When you actually log in into your gallery, this will not be visible until you actually post or publish it. How you can actually proceed with publish it later on, all you gotta do is to go back. You have this special function over here that will show you where the drafts are located, and all you gotta do is to click once on the actual draft, then proceed with next, and then if everything is preset, you select the cover, right? You select the text and the captions and all the hashtags and all the editings, right? You just post like regular post. You just hit the post and you're there. This is exactly how you save your TikToks while you're editing in your gallery without publishing them, but they will be ready for publishing later on. Subscribe and come back for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to remove TikTok violation on your account. First thing you want to do, you want to launch the TikTok app. Then you want to hit on the lower right corner where it says profile. Then you want to head to the top right corner and click on the 3 straight lines. Then you want to hit on the settings and privacy. Now you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and you want to click on the section that it says report a problem. Don't lose your time trying to find popular questions and answers. Don't lose your time trying to find a topic, because this is simply not what is actually going to help you. This is passive generated information data by potentially what might be your issue and potentially what might be your solution. This is not what we're looking at. You want to scroll all the way to the bottom and you want to click submit report. This is where we're actually going to submit our own report and stating why we have this issue and why this issue is wrong and it's mistake. Let's presume that your video has been taken down for violation. Could be any reason for it. Somebody might report your video, you might have some graphics, you might be like a copywriter or something. All you gotta do is to write down a detailed explanation why your video has the right to be on the platform. Second, you need to utilize the pictures in the video section beneath over here, up to 4 pictures and up to 1 video. I want you to place a comparison video with a screenshot to show this type of content is allowed and is still available on TikTok platform, and your and your video simply has to be alongside these videos. With the video section here, I want you to upload a very important scrolling through the feed to show that there is a huge demand for this type of content. I want you to go after the hashtags and after the trends, especially if you use a particular sound. You want to make sure that you want to prove that you're following the TikTok guidance. You're not going against them. You're not doing anything that is wrong. All this will validate your reasoning for having your video reinstated and having your account removed if you had a particular restrictions, because sometimes the issues that you have are not obvious. Your account might be shadow banned and you're not gonna get notified for. You're just gonna see that the performance of your videos is extremely down. It hits maximum of 200 or 300 videos every single video, right? So you understand that something is wrong. This is how you can actually reach out to them and you can report the issue. Don't try to reach out to them through Facebook or Twitter. None of these platforms work. This is the only way you can actually provide evidences, state, give links, and they can actually follow up. For more tips and tricks like this, guys, subscribe and follow for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to change your profile picture on the TikTok app. First of all, let's launch the TikTok app. You want to click on the app when you want to launch it. Then you want to go on your profile. You click on the lower right corner if you have a default feed from TikTok. When you're already on your profile, you want to click on your actual profile image. You want to click on it, and then you will see a small pen next to your profile image. You want to click on this small pen. This will let you simply to edit and to pick a new picture. You will have the option to take a brand new photo. You will have the option to view your current photo, and you will have the option to upload photo. In our case, we're going to choose to upload something from our gallery. You want to click upload photo, and then you can scroll down and just for example pick something that you like. Then you have the option to crop it, zoom in, zoom out. You have the option to preview, and you have, very important, this is a new feature, to publish this photo. This will appear as a post next to the other videos or next to your stories. You have the option to do so. For more questions and reviews about different topics and tricks, subscribe and come back for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make your TikTok account private. First thing, you want to launch the TikTok app. Then you want to click on the lower right corner where you see your profile icon. Then you want to go up to the 3 straight lines on the top right corner. You want to click on them, and then you want to click on settings and privacy, the last option. All you gotta do is to go back and click on the privacy. The privacy will simply provide you with the older version, which essentially gives you to make your account private. As you can see over here, when you actually toggle in, you will have the capability, of course, to have your account private. You only will share information, data, credentials with people that are currently following you. This means that new people will not be able to see your content, will not be able to see you or find your content, either your account. Also, you can also limit the activity status. When you have your activity status on, you and your followers will be able to find each other, to see your activity, and essentially to find the content that your followers publish, or they will be able to see your content. This is very helpful. In this way, you will be able to differentiate who is watching what from the people who are following you. Because I personally have tons of bots following me on a daily basis, and if I simply want to limit what the bots are seeing, because they can simply download my content and create fake accounts, which you can Google, right? You can see I have maybe 100 different accounts that are fake with the same videos I have. So this is how you can actually stop this. For more videos like this, guys, subscribe and come back for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use messages on TikTok and how you can actually send messages to celebrity easy in 2 simple steps. Okay, let's jump on the TikTok app. Let's say, for example, we want to send a message to, I don't know, Alex Hermosi. Okay, you click on the profile, And when you're at the profile, you have the option, if they allow you to send a message, you click message to the person. And there you have it. That's the legitimate account of Alex Hermosi. You can see 795,000 followers. You can send whatever message you like to. And the slim part over here, you want to make sure that your messages are very, very good, informative, and straight to the point, because you only can send up to 3 messages until he accepts your first message. In other words, if you say hi and then wait for reply, he doesn't reply, then you say, I hope you're doing well, and then he doesn't reply, and then you have one more message, and it could be, I'm not sure you saw my previous 2 messages, and you're done. So this is why you can probably skip the welcoming part and the etiquette, and you just jump straight to the point. Hey Alex, for example, I want the. Another pro tip over here would be to write 2 very long messages probably, and then if he doesn't reply, then you still have the option to poke him again. Things happen. You might end up messaging him in the busiest day of his life, right? And you simply are out of luck. So this is why you always want to keep one additional chance to send a quick poke message to let him know he can go back and read the 2 other messages. But essentially, this is how you can send message on TikTok. For more tips and tricks like this, guys, subscribe and follow for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to connect TikTok to Facebook. First of all, we gotta launch the TikTok app, and you wanna make sure that you copy your actual username. Currently it's copied. Then you gotta go back on Facebook. You wanna click on the lower right corner where is your profile picture. When you click on your profile picture, you're gonna be sent to your account. When you're on your account, you will see that you have the 3 dots option as a button on the menu. You click on that, and then you want to click on edit. When you click on edit, you want to scroll all the way down to the last section, which is links. You want to click edit your about you section, and you want to edit more links. The first option is that you are actually able to add social links. This is the place where it says username. You simply paste the link that you copy, or your username that you copy from TikTok. After that, all you gotta do is to save the changes on the way up. For example, there is a save on the top right corner, and then you can go back up, and this will appear in your bio alongside any other social media account that you linked with. Remember, you have to copy the exact username that you have, and you have to save the changes. Subscribe and come back for more. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to delete your TikTok account permanently. First thing you want to do, you want to launch the TikTok app. Then you want to click on the lower right corner where it says profile. You click on profile, and then you want to head to the top right corner where you see the 3 straight lines button. You click on it. Then you want to click on settings and privacy. When you're on settings and privacy, you want to click on the first option, which is account. And then you will see that the last option in this menu is deactivate or delete your account. You want to click on this, and here you will find 2 options. Option number 1 will be to deactivate your account, which means no one can see your account anymore, including all content that you currently published or posted. Okay, everything will be hidden: your account, your handle, your profile, your content. To reactivate your account, you simply have to log in, and this could happen at any time. There is no particular time frame. The big difference over here is that if you actually attempt to delete your account, then you will have 30 days to actually go back and save the account from deletion. Your account and content will be deleted permanently. You may cancel the deletion request by reactivating your account within 30 days. So, to recap and sum up, very important. If you just want to pause your account, your content on the social media, but you're not sure are you coming back or when you're coming back, you can simply deactivate your account. There is no time frame until you have to come back and log in or reactivate the account. you can stay as long as TikTok didn't change the rules and the regulations, of course. But if you actually click delete, then you have only 30 days, and I would not advise you to wait till 30 days. No one knows when and how they actually count the days. Business days or any days, not specified. So you want to make sure that you have all your data, files, and information collected, stored, and downloaded. For more tips like this, guys, subscribe and follow for more.